Hello, my name is Greg Dixon, and today we're going to continue the discussion of the course creation Alchemy program here. Let's see, right there. So the course creation Alchemy formula. What we're doing is we're planning, validating, producing, and selling a course. And that's what we're going to do. This is the second of the series. We did an introduction before, and today we're going to talk about your $1 million course idea. So the question I left for people was, what could you teach in an hour to one person that would be worth $1 million to that person? This is kind of a golden clarification. So, if you think about it, what is it? What is it you have to offer that would be useful for them? So here's another thought along the same lines, and this is something that Marie Forleo says at the end of every podcast and every video interview she does. It says, the world needs that special gift that only you have. Another way of phrasing that is, what are you meant to do? So this is really a good thing for you to think about. This is can be a very large philosophical question, or it could be just what kind of thing can I offer the world? It might be simple, it might be very, very big. And here's something that you probably have all seen. You can have everything in life you want if you will just help enough other people get what they want. So all of these three things are what they're getting at is what do you have to offer that other people need and want. So if you find that thing that you can offer, you'll find it easier to sell. Like the Marie Forleo thing is, there's something in you that the world needs. All you have to do is discover that thing and bring it out, and all sorts of good things to happen. But you might be thinking, all good, but how do I do that? Really, how do you do that? That's some people spend a lifetime pondering these kinds of things. And you may already know what that is. You may already know what your superpower is, what your gift to the world is. You may already have your course all completely outlined. You may have, what you're doing. And in which case, you don't need to go through this exercise. But this exercise is for people who are not sure yet. They're still trying to figure it out. Like I often say, it says, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up. So this may help. So here's your homework assignment for this. You don't have to do it here. I suggest you get a notebook, piles of paper, however you like to do it. You can do it on a computer, open up a document, or open up email and send to yourself, and just write and write and write. The more you write, the more clarity you're going to get. So the first question is, what do you love the most? What do you love to do? What is your passion? Write it out. Maybe you just write down 10 things that you really love to do and just write it out. And don't try to edit when you're brainstorming. Don't try to edit and second guess or say, oh, that's lame or that's fabulous. Just write it out. And then later you can go back and take a look and see what resonates. And then here's another clue. What do people ask you about? So what are people asking you? Like if you're a technical person, are they asking you how to do a website or how to do some sort of thing? If you're a business coach, are they asking you how to provide better leadership, asking you about systems, asking you about marketing? What do people ask you to do? And then here's a very important one. It's who are the people you want to serve? So that's your ideal customer avatar. You may have an idea who that is. Maybe you don't. So one exercise is to write down a most description. So you can say, give that person's name a Jane. Who's Jane? Who's this ideal person? How old is she? Does she have kids? Is she married? Is she a nerd? Does she like sports? What colors does she like? What kind of music does she like? The more you know about this person, the more you can appreciate. And maybe your ideal customer avatar is you. So what did you want to know? I wrote some software. I created things because I wanted it and nothing else was there, so I wrote it myself. It can be anything. So that's a good thing to consider. And you can spend some time. You could probably spend hours or days even just thinking about that. If you don't already know, if you already know, then just great. Just write that down. Write a clear description of that person and go from there. And here's a very important thing: is what transformation do you want that you can, what they want that you can help with them? Okay, so they're over here. You want to take them over here. You want to put the transition in there. So what's the missing piece? Let's say they want better health. What can you do to help them have better health? Maybe they want to lose weight. How can you help them lose weight? Maybe you want them to get their website launched. How do they do that? Maybe how do you get them to get their course done? So I'm going to just tell you a bit about my reason for creating this. Is I see a lot of people who have a lot of good course ideas, and they get stuck. They get stuck in the process of taking their idea and putting it into a format that they can sell. And it doesn't have to be a difficult process. So the question is, what transformation do they want that you can help with? And it's important to understand is what they want. It's not necessarily what you want for them. It's what they want for themselves. So you may want them, I don't know, to be a better listener or whatever it is. But if they don't want to be a better listener, there's no point trying to teach them that. So you have to get people where they're at and where they want to go and figure out if you can provide that missing piece for them. And here, number 5, this is very, very key. It says, what special insight do you have that was forged by hard experience? So this might be on the category of things that you're trying to forget, right? So maybe your company went bankrupt, or maybe you had a relationship that went wrong, or maybe you had made a mistake with your taxes, or some health issues, things that you did incorrectly, and you paid the price for it. But you came through the other side. And if you look back at that insight, what is there something you learned in the process that you can teach to somebody else or show to somebody else that, for one, help them avoid the issue that you had and move forward? And I'll also give you a clue when you're telling your personal story, when you're doing presentations, that could be that thing, that little hard won insight that you've got could be the thing that will appeal to others and have people want to do business with you. So all of this is quite a lot. I suggest that you spend an hour or two just writing down, brainstorming, and taking a look at what it is you want to do. And the next step for us will be planning your course modules. So the next session, we're going to look at the idea you've come up with, what you want to do, who you want to serve, and then we'll come up with a quick method for putting those together in something that's doable, that you can go and record, teach, and move on. So that's all the mission today. And I'm just going to let you know, some of you are here because you've already registered, but if you haven't already, you can register at coursecreationalchemy.com. There's a place to join in a mailing list, and what will happen is you'll get email notices about when the next broadcast will be, the next teaching session. Also, I'll send out a replay to the presentations, and just to keep on date, keep on track of things, and move forward from there. And the next section is, I've also created a Course Creation Alchemy Formula VIP program. So what this is for people who want to have more access to the recordings, any supporting content to the material, invitations to mastermind and VIP sessions. So here I have created a portal where this information will go, the recordings as we're going. I'm teaching this live and teaching it as I go. Eventually, this will be a standalone course that I can teach, that I can sell separately. But for now, I'm teaching it live, and that way, if I get some feedback, some comments, I can adjust what I'm teaching and get better. So that's using the incremental improvement model. So get it out there, try it, get some validation, get some feedback, and then move forward. And here's the kind of things that you'll get in the VIP program. You'll get these modules, as I mentioned, the supporting content. And then I'm going to add some additional material once you have your course all done and ready. That's really, just the start of the next step, which is the marketing and launch. So I have some other related training to that, and I'm going to add that into the portal. Probably just continue to teach live, and it'll go in there. Additional resources, things like how to use StreamYard to stream your content, various ways of recording, some video tips, lighting tips, audio tips, any of those kinds of things that can help you. And I think maybe the most important thing is an invitation to question and answer sessions where you can ask questions and I'll try to provide answers. And also, I'm looking at it as a mastermind session too. So many of you have a lot of experience, a lot of insights. You can share those suggestions to people in the group, and everyone will be better for it. So that's all I have to say for now. So in the meanwhile, go register at coursecreationalchemy.com and to receive updates. And thank you very much for joining me today, and see you soon.